Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WKMC. I'm Aaron Demansky, along with Coach Tyler Hodge. Tonight, we have the Mount Carmel Area Boys Basketball 2025-26 season opener for John Lizicki's Red Tornadoes as they host the visiting Selinsgrove Seals.
Yeah, our Tornadoes coming in off last year's remarkable 20-6 campaign, third in the district and a state qualifier. Selinsgrove already has a game in this year, and they are 1-0 after defeating Holy Redeemer out of District 2, 61-45 last evening.
Tornadoes are 4A and D4 this year. Seals are playing in a 5A sub-region. PA announcer Brenda Moser will bring us in.
Would you please stand? Gentlemen, kindly remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Which will be sung tonight by a student here at Mount Carmel area, Alyssa Chesker. This is a District 4 event, and all are reminded that our contest follows the rules and regulations of the PIAA and the National Federation of High School Sports. An emphasis is made to all that your paid or complimentary admission to this event entitles you to enjoy an exhibition of skills developed by students in an educational setting. Please give these students your positive encouragement and support. Bullying, taunting, or intimidating the officials or opponents is unfriendly and unacceptable. And now the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the visiting Seals, number 0, Griffin Parker. Number 4, Xavier Jackson. Number 10, Noah Walter. Number 11, McAllister DeFazio. And number 12, Chase Carter. Head coach, Justin Kaiser. And now for your Red Tornadoes. At forward, a senior wearing number 2, Michael Caletta. At guard, a junior wearing number 3, Jude Lizicki. At guard, a junior wearing number 4, Marshall Merarki. At guard, a junior wearing number 12, Jalen Delaney. And at forward, a senior wearing number 50, Elijah Rempel. Head coach, John Lizicki, his assistants, Mike Lichick, Seth Shapitano, and Donovan James.
That's PA announcer Brenda Moser bringing us in with our starting lineups for both squads. Really quick on the recap. For Selinsgrove, you got 0 Parker, 4 Jackson, 10 Walter, 11 DeFazio, 12 Carter. For the Big Red, Lizicki, number 3, Merarki, number 4, Delaney, 12, Caletta, number 2, and Rempel wearing 5-0. Also, big time shout out to Alyssa Trefsker for singing our national anthem tonight. And for our game sponsor, Speed Kills, in our season opener.
There, here we go. We've been waiting a long time for basketball season to start, and here it is for Mount Carmel and Selinsgrove. Mount Carmel's first game, Selinsgrove's second.
And boys basketball at MCA this winter is underway. Selinsgrove going to control it. Jackson with the ball.
Mount Carmel coming out man-to-man defense. Tight defense there by Jalen Delaney to start.
Jackson on the board, put back, doesn't go. Lozicki gets it, Big Red has it.
Nice outlet, nice run by Rempel there, getting up the court. Nice outlet by Lozicki to Delaney, and number 50, Rempel, running the court. Gonna be knocked out by Selinsgrove, Mount Carmel ball.
Delaney inbounds, Lozicki to the hoop, doesn't go. Seals have it. Tornadoes in their home whites tonight. Seals in the blues, kind of rocking the Kansas Jayhawks look.
Both teams quick, pushing the ball up the court.
Lozicki doesn't go. Seals have it back.
It's gonna be a fast-paced game here, Aaron. Out of bounds.
Tornadoes are going to get it back on the out of bounds. Coletta going to inbound. Again, if you're looking at the Tornadoes roster, Coletta is now wearing number 2 this season.
Little double high screen for Mount Carmel. Looking for the roller.
Coletta, 3 ball. Doesn't go. Rempel snags it. Seals grab it back. Jackson to the hoop and
Nice
does
take.
convert for our first points of the night. 2 points for number 4, Xavier Jackson.
That was a little coast to coast there for him. Nobody from Mount Carmel stepped in and stopped ball. He went right to the basket. 2 points. Selinsgrove playing man-to-man as well as Mount Carmel. Looking for Mount Carmel to get Jude underneath the basket, and there it is.
Got him for 2. Lozicki matches it, 2-2. 6:22 left in the first.
That's a nice little set there by Mount Carmel to get Lozicki under the basket.
Parker's shot doesn't go. Seals get the board.
He stepped on the
Stepped
line.
on the line.
That's twice now that Selinsgrove got stepped on that baseline. Mount Carmel gets the turnover.
Yep. And again, of course, it's opening night for MCA. Seals got a game under their belt last night, but working out some jitters on both sides early in the season. Good turnout tonight at the gymnasium for the opener. Coletta. Rempel looking for something. Back to Coletta.
Nice defense by Selinsgrove there. Up in your face, tight defense. They weren't allowing Rempel or Coletta to go anywhere.
Lozicki inside to the hoop. Doesn't go. Seals have it. Board by Walter, and Jackson's going to bring it up.
Mount Carmel getting some early easy looks there at the rim. Just got to convert. They'll start to fall.
Jackson. DeFazio hits the board. 3rd time in the quarter that happens. Tornadoes are going to get the possession. Checking in for the Big Red. Freshman Xander Lukoski, number 1. And sophomore Danny Snyder, number 10.
I'll tell you what, though. Jackson for Selinsgrove, number 4. He really gets to the middle of the defense and then has options. Either go up for a shot or kick it out. That time just didn't work out. Good defense on Mount Carmel.
Delaney. Seals deny him, and there's a whistle.
And they get a foul on Lukoski on a reach. Looks like Mount Carmel's going to come out in some full court pressure here. Looks like they're going to deny the inbound.
Walter going to inbound for the Seals, working it up. Parker for 2. Seals up 4-2. 5 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first.
Nice little press break there by Selinsgrove. Get the ball up the court. Pass through the press and get a good look.
Coletta. Gets over to Lukoski.
Ooh,
Inside
there,
Coletta.
yeah.
Just off the shoelaces.
Unfortunate, he had him. That was going to be an easy layup for Coletta. Nice little cut to the basket.
That ball was like a seal out of water. Selinsgrove has it. coming up court. Inside, fourth time this quarter. And again, early in the season, you gotta work out on that communication.
Yeah, a little miscommunication there between Selinsgrove. He thought he was cutting, he didn't cut. Threw the ball right off the wall.
Torres and Pekuch in for Selinsgrove. Number 3 and 24.
Now Carmel trying to run a little two-man game with Delaney and Lazicki. Nice backdoor cut. Just couldn't get it through. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Selinsgrove. Mount Carmel ball underneath. Look, they try to go a little two-man game there with Delaney and Lazicki.
Delaney going to inbound.
A little 4-low set.
Knocked out.
Nice play by Jackson.
And so far, Jackson's been having a nice early ball game for Selinsgrove. Knocks that one out. Going to try it again here on the inbound. 4:17 left in the first. Seals up 4-2. Snyder going to inbound.
Tough spot to inbound from there. They get it in now to Delaney.
Off the rim. Seals have it. Delaney gets it back.
Nice couple plays there by Delaney and then by Torres there for Selinsgrove. Get the steal.
Torres on the move.
3-ball.
Pakuk, no good.
Mount Carmel looking to run. They got the guns to run here.
Coletta dishes. Delaney grabs it. Takes it back out.
Jalen's going to settle it down there a little bit.
Lazicki. Jude to the hoop. Jackson denies him. Seals on the move again. Torres. Dishes.
Nice
Pakuk.
pass.
No good.
Lazicki
Lazicki with the board.
Both teams getting a lot of good looks. Just can't convert. And
there's a whistle.
They're a little fast-paced there. You know there's going to be a whistle sooner or later, whether it was a foul or the ball was going to be knocked out of bounds. But both teams getting some nice looks at the basket. Just maybe some early game jitters. Can't get the ball to fall, but.
And Delaney's headed to the stripe. And we'll see what happens. Morarki and Pozzoli checking in for the Tornadoes. Delaney for his second. Sinks that one, cuts the lead to 1, 4-3. Seals early on.
And that last foul was on Jackson of Selinsgrove, his first. Mount Carmel with the full court pressure again. Almost works to get a turnover.
Parker drives. No call. Morarki with the board. Pozzoli in transition. Delaney put
in
back
the right
is good.
spot. Selinsgrove had a hand on it, knocked it away, but Delaney was in the right spot to get the tip ball and converts. Mount Carmel stayed in the full court press, but
Morarki another board.
I was going to say, Selinsgrove's breaking it, but they're not converting. It's another missed layup.
Lazicki, 3-ball. Bangs
He got it.
Jude for 3. Tornadoes up 8-4. 2:40 left in the first.
Here comes the trap again.
Torres scrambling.
I thought Jalen.
Lukoski comes up with it. Pozzoli.
Oh, we're going to get over the back on Jalen.
We got a whistle. And Lazicki after that 3-ball, and again, if you're a Tornado viewer at home, you realize that he is going to be one of the most watched players in District 4 this season. Great campaign last year. And only a junior,
I was going to say, it's hard to believe he's only a junior. I had a double think on that during track season this year to think that, or last year, that he was only a sophomore. A couple more years of him.
Rempel gets Delaney.
Mount Carmel slowing it up. They had a high ball screen at Rempel. Now, Rempel can shoot the ball. I coached him in junior high. He has a nice little three-point shot if he gets the opportunity for it.
Transition, Seals, 2. Pakuk, number 24, with that last bucket, cuts the lead to 2, 8-6. Just under 2 minutes left in the first. Again, thanks to Speed Kills, sponsoring tonight's game.
A run out again by Selinsgrove.
Torres no good. Underneath, scramble for it.
Yeah, kicked off the heel of Jalen. going to stay Selinsgrove ball. Both teams getting some substitutes in here. Much needed break for some of the guys because it's been a fast-paced first quarter so far.
Coletta checking back in for the Tornadoes. Inbound. Walter dishes.
And a moving screen. A moving screen there on number 10 for Selinsgrove. The Fazio. And it looks like Selinsgrove is going to come out with some full court press themselves to match Mount Carmel's full court press.
Delaney brings it up.
A little 2-2-1.
Intercepted by Carter. Seals have it back. Torres up the top, gets to Jackson. Pizzoli is there.
Yeah, good defense by Pizzoli. He's towing the line there for a back court.
Jackson to the hoop, and Jackson ties this ball game up 8-8. Jackson's been the story for the Seals in the first quarter, no doubt.
That's 4 points for him out of the 8, so definitely playing an impact here in the first quarter, both offensively and defensively. Trying to bait into the trap here. They're going to get a foul. They're going to push on number 3, Torres for Selinsgrove. That's the problem there with the full court press. They want to trap you right there, and Lukuski was smart enough to get the pass up, and he got the foul.
Coletta to inbound. Gets it into Pizzoli.
Coach Ozicki wanted to hold.
Logan drives. Goes out of bounds. Going to stay with the Tornadoes.
It's going to be out of bounds on Selinsgrove, I believe. That's the call. Nice drive there by Pizzoli, knocked away by Torres.
Referee Rickert explaining that to Selinsgrove's coach. Lozicki to the hoop. Tornadoes back on top, 10-8.
It looks easy when he gets that close to the rim there. He almost jumps over the rim. It's very impressive.
And he gets the ball after that tumble on the back. Unfortunately, Selinsgrove gets it. DeFazio.
You got a 2-on-1.
And Carter ties us up 10-10.
Lukuski wide open.
3 ball doesn't go, out of bounds.
Wire, yep.
Seals going to inbound. We're heading into the waning seconds of the first. Jackson checks back in for the Seals. And Seals are going to inbound.
Mount Carmel stays in a full court press, but it's hard to stay in front of Jackson with his speed. Nice pass by Jackson.
Number 24 for 2 more. Jackson with the assist.
That was Jackson there. He just dribbled through the trap and the press and got a nice look there for Selinsgrove to take the lead.
Lozicki, under 5 seconds, ties it up. 12-12, and that will be the end of the first quarter here at MCA. We got a good one. Mount Carmel Area Red Tornadoes 12, Selinsgrove Seals 12. And just once again would like to thank you for tuning in tonight. It is our opening broadcast of the 2025-26 winter season on WKMC. Also thank you to Speed Kills for sponsoring tonight's game. And Josh, if you're watching, does a great job with our athletes here at MCA and all area athletes. And thanks again for sponsoring tonight's contest this evening. And Hodge, it's a little early again in the season for basketball, but just want to congratulate you and the girls team. Big win last night to open up the season, 32-29 against Danville. And we are going to have a few girls games on broadcast this winter season, but just want to give you a shout out. Congrats, squad's looking good, 1-0.
Yeah, we had a big first win last night at Danville. It was a tight game and ended up pulling it off 32-29, and in a hard-fought battle that came down to pretty much the last minute of the game.
Girls back in action again tomorrow. As we go through tonight, we're going to give you our games for basketball, both boys and girls, and our wrestling broadcasts for winter. And once again, thanks for tuning in. And know there's a lot going on this evening. PIAA football championships. Glad you're here with us.
Here we go for the second quarter already. Quick start, a quick first quarter. Let's see if they keep up the pace here for the second quarter.
Snyder. Coletta.
Nice take by Coletta. Ooh. I was there to our famous in again, out again, Finnegan, Aaron, and I was almost putting it already down on the stat sheet.
It's officially basketball season now that you said that.
My buddy Mr. Ryan will be happy.
Seals trying to make something happen.
Nice defense by Mount Carmel.
DeFazio converts. Seals up 2, 14-12.
Selinsgrove still staying man-to-man here now. Start the second quarter. Carmel looking to cut to the basket. That was a success in the first quarter. Tried it again there. Just Selinsgrove got a hand on it, knocked it away. Nice couple cuts there by Mount Carmel. But Selinsgrove was quick to get their hands up and knock it out of bounds. Into Lazicki there. After they had a set play for the inbounder for Coletta for a three. Selinsgrove recovered. Be knocked away. Mount Carmel's possession on the side.
Delaney sets up the offense. Tornadoes looking to tie this game. Lazicki takes it. Seals have it.
Selinsgrove likes to run. They're pushing the ball up the court every time, every chance they get.
Lazicki launches it to Delaney. To the hoop. Doesn't go. Coletta gets the loose ball.
A nice play by Danny Snyder to get up there and knock that ball out to Coletta. They got a walk. Took an extra step. Be a walk. I like to see though Mount Carmel's trying to get to the basket. They're really trying to drive, get some easy looks. They had a foul there.
Parker was left unguarded down there. He launched it to him. There's not much you're going to do. He's going to head to the stripe.
And that foul was on Coletta. His first. Team's first of the second quarter. Parker's going to shoot 2.
First one doesn't go.
Missed both of them, but he's going to get his own rebound on the tip.
He did get his own rebound. He's on a mission here. Back to the hoop, doesn't go. Lazicki's there. Does come up with it, and he's on the move to Snyder. Ooh. Jackson with the board. Carter inside. Coletta's on him. Back to Jackson. Doesn't convert. Merarkey grabs it. Tornadoes have it.
Looks like he was a little injury there on a missed layup, but he's still running the court.
Yeah. Jackson back.
He's not hurt.
Went for the rim, and we have a whistle.
A foul by Coletta. I was just going to mention, it looks like Jackson went up for that layup, but he grabbed his shoulder, but right down the court he went and almost threw one down. But he got fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
Might have been playing possum a little bit, Hodge.
You see that happen sometimes. He's going to go to the line and shoot 2, though.
First one does not drop.
Last time Selinsgrove had a foul shot, they missed both, but tipped it out and got their own rebound. See what happens here.
Second one does drop. Wrong, it's 14-13. That score correction there, it is 15-12.
Ooh. Nice little play there by Snyder. Say, Selinsgrove came out to press again. Mount Carmel's taking their time passing through it.
Again, just on the game reset, it is 15-14 Selinsgrove.
Torres for 3 off. Tell you what, Selinsgrove really likes to push the ball, though. I know we just approved the shot clock in the PIAA for in 2 years from now, but they're not going to have to worry about that.
Snyder's shot doesn't go. No,
Selinsgrove, they don't take any time. They're just probably the slowest they've been with getting Jackson for a screen here. There's a 3.
Jackson 3 ball doesn't go. Lazicki with that.
You know, it's early in the year, but I think all the 5 guys on the court right now, some fatigue sitting in. Let's see if Wazicki can answer.
Just coming off Thanksgiving, got to work that out.
Tell you what, not for Delaney though. He's all over the floor, diving on the ground.
Yeah, they're giving it their all tonight. And again, like we talked about this early on, it's the first game. Got to get a lot of communication down. And you never know in the first game. We know that well as Notre Dame fans, the early season happenings. But anyway, for boys basketball, Tornadoes are going to look to deny Selinsgrove a bigger lead. They're up by 1. Under 4.5 minutes left until halftime.
Now, Carmel, they're still staying in the full court press. It looks like they're trying to deny Jackson. Danny Snyder's out there face guarding him.
Tornadoes
Nice
have
this is a nice play by it.
I'll tell you what.
Timeout.
They're scrapping for it. Great timeout called by Justin Kaiser, head coach of the Seals.
Number 25 from Selinsgrove. Andrew, that was a great play by him. He knocked it away. Mount Carmel almost had a steal, and he grabbed it back, got the timeout.
Seals clinging to a 15-14 lead. 4 minutes, 14 seconds left until halftime. Just going to go to the boys' schedule. Of course, we're broadcasting tonight. Remaining boys' games on our live broadcasts on WKMC will be Friday, January 23rd against Danville. Remember last year, Hodge, that was the marathon game?
That was the longest game of me and Marlowe's careers.
And then the following Friday against Central Columbia. So back-to-back Fridays in January 23rd and 30th. Danville and Central will be our next boys broadcasts. And our first girls broadcast will be on January 6th versus Southern Columbia. And we'll go over the remaining winter schedule at our next break. Jackson inbound, Lazicki all over that. Delaney on a steal.
It looked like he was playing football there on an interception. Takes it right to the rim.
Takes the lead, and his instincts are top-notch, and you can see that regardless of the sport, very
he takes it
instinctful
coast to coast, scores the basket, and he's playing full-court defense. We got a walk. Nope. Thought he drug the foot.
And Lukoski with the board. Delaney going to slow it back to Lukoski. He turns around and gets it. Lazicki.
Like to see them get Rempel involved. There we go. Nice pass
Dishes,
by Remp.
Lukoski
Nice
for 2.
Pass. You get, see, eventually you get Rempel involved. He makes a beautiful pass to the freshman.
First points of his career. Tornadoes up 3, 18-15.
You know what they say? Oh, Rempel took a charge. That's a great play by the big fella there to take that charge.
Student section very impressed with
2 big
Rempel right now.
Impact plays there by Rempel, making a beautiful pass to Lukoski, and then on the other end, taking the charge. Great play by Remp. I said I got to coach him in junior high, and he was a great player. He did everything he asked, and I said every now and then, and he would surprise me that he could shoot the 3.
Lazicki on the possession to the hoop. It goes. Tornadoes open up a 5-point lead, 20-15, 3 minutes left until the half.
And the full court press stays on. They like the speed now. Speed seems to be favoring Mount Carmel now.
Scrum underneath.
They're going to get maybe a jump ball. They get a jump ball. I believe that's the call. I didn't really see a signal, but I saw the official mention white, so I believe it was either a walk or a jump. I'm going to go with a jump, and it's going to be Mount Carmel's possession.
Tornadoes have it. 2:47 left until half. Inside, more whistles.
They're going to get a foul from a push in the back. That foul was going to be on number 4. I believe they call that number 4. Jackson, his second. Team's second of the second quarter.
Delaney to inbound. Lazicki shot. It goes. 3 more.
Smooth there.
Jude.
It looks smooth when he shoots that. Mount Carmel trying to throw the knockout punch here. They're full court press. It's staying on. The intensity definitely has picked up for the Red Tornadoes here in the second quarter.
Jackson dishes. 2 points for Pakuk.
Nice little up and under.
23-17 Tornadoes.
Selinsgrove in a little 2-2-1. Look at the trap. Nice pass out by Coletta.
Coletta inside to the hoop. 2 more. Tornadoes up 25-17, under 2 minutes.
Nice little move there by Coletta. Coletta known for his three-point shot. Went to the basket there.
Seals answer. DeFazio, 2 from him. Cuts the lead to 6, 25-19.
We're going in spurts here in the second quarter here, Aaron. It's started off fast, slowed it down a little bit. We're picking the speed back up. Both teams definitely like to play fast. Now Carmel's going to slow it down here though for the last minute and a half. He'll be happy taking the lead into the halftime locker room.
Delaney over to Rempel, inside. Lazicki, finish,
Easy.
goes.
A little easy there for Jude to get that look. He gets inside that paint. Remp, almost a knockaway by Remp.
Pakuk, 2 more for the Seals. They cracked the 20-point barrier, 27-21, and we are under a minute.
See what Mount Carmel does here. See if they try to hold for the last shot with 40 seconds.
Coach Lazick seems happy with the 6-point lead. We do have a whistle. Merarki Pizzoli going to come back in for the Big Red. Carter Torres back on the court for the Seals.
And Elijah Rempel comes off there for a much-needed break. That was a huge little impact minute for him. He was in there with the nice pass and the charge.
Delaney. Approaching 30 seconds, under 30, Pizzoli.
Now you want to stay away from the corner here with Selinsgrove. They're going to look to trap.
Lazicki dishes out. Delaney, 3, and swooshes it. 30-21. Tornadoes looking sharp.
10 seconds here to go. Mount Carmel doesn't want to give up an easy one. He banked that in.
Banked it in.
He banked that in from the side. Mount Carmel's got to go. They had 3 seconds. And
Half a second left.
half-court shot from Pizzoli.
Seals launch it. It doesn't go. Pakuk was that last bank for the Seals. Halftime score from Mount Carmel area. Red Tornadoes 30, Seals 24. We'll see you for the second half.
You got it. Here we go to start the second half. Selinsgrove starts with the ball. Jackson bringing it up. Mount Carmel staying man-to-man. Coming out in the second half. See if they can keep the intensity going. If you're Selinsgrove here, you definitely get Jackson the ball again. Keep him scoring.
Coletta with the board. And we're back here. Again, we're first game for us too, so we have some technical things to go through. Yeah, everyone doing a great job tonight on WKMC.
Jackson
Delaney.
with the missed shot there. Mount Carmel out running. Marshall thought about it.
Coletta.
Dumped the rep. Nice for Rempel. Good play
Rempel
by
having a
Coletta.
nice game tonight. And I'll tell you what, Coach Hodge, I think if he's one of Coach Hodge's favorites.
He's great. He, like I said, he does a little bit of everything for you out there. You know, even on the football field, he's out playing in the band during halftime. He's a guy, you know, he does a little bit of everything.
Inside, Coletta to the hoop, doesn't go. Board.
There's a run
Jackson takes it to the hoop, cuts the lead to 6, 32-26. 6:27 left in the third, and as we settle into the second half, just want to say for the opener tonight, MCA Gym, very nice crowd this evening for this one. Thanks again for tuning in and joining us on the live stream on WKMC. Lizicki for two more, 34-26.
Quick two for Lizicki to start the second half. He's up to 18 points already here, and third quarter just got underway. A little confusion there by Mount Carmel to get Selinsgrove an open look. Can't convert.
The board by Carter gets it back into Walter. Doesn't go, and Lizicki picks it up, coming this way for the red.
I really like the defense that Coach Lizicki's here playing on Jackson. There's Remp for the three.
Coletta put back, doesn't go. Selinsgrove grabs it. Parker on the control.
Going back to Coach Lizicki and the defense here, they are, seeing at home, they're denying Jackson the ball. Right now they have number 4, Marshall Mararki on him. He's not even looking at what the other team is doing. He is just denying Jackson the ball completely. There's a breakaway for Jalen.
To the hoop. Just rims out. Selinsgrove there, who else but Jackson. Bringing it up court. Jackson with the speed, dishes out.
Here comes the pace again, Aaron. Here comes the fast pace. We're off and running.
Delaney has it back. Snyder back in for the Red Tornadoes. Torres and Pakuk back in for the Seals.
And that fast pace is going to allow both coaches to get some subs in here early in the third quarter.
Yep.
Mount Carmel standing in the full court press.
Just under 5 left in the third. Torres has it for the Seals.
And now Mount Carmel has Danny Snyder in there, number 10, completely denying Jackson the ball.
Walter to the hoop for Selinsgrove, cuts the lead back again to 6, 34-28. Tornadoes moving up the court. You may have seen at halftime. You're checking in. We'll be right back after half with the football. Of course, this weekend, PIAA football championships. Tonight, quad A game. Current score, Southern Lehigh 17, Twin Valley 14. So if you're watching this one, you get the score from that one. And believe it or not, Southern Lehigh is actually in the Selinsgrove 5A sub-regional in basketball this season.
I was checking some highlights while the duck toss was going on here, and it looked like a back and forth game. They're gonna get a foul there on Lukuski, but it looked like a back and forth game in the state championship game there, and you're seeing a good one there and seeing a good one here.
Those happening all weekend at CV.
That's correction. They gave that foul to Lizicki. That's going to be his second.
Torres back to the stripe. Rempel checks back in for Coletta. Torres going to get his second.
Missed both. Mount Carmel looking to run. Don't have numbers though.
Lizicki takes a timeout.
Looks like Coach Lizicki's going to get a full timeout to start third quarter here.
And at the timeout, we once again want to thank our game sponsor, Speed Kills. Believe it or not, Knox Clee, a big winner of the first duck toss of the season. And the duck toss benefits the Culture Club at MCA. A lot of cool things going on with the Culture Club for the students going to Italy. Duck toss at the game tonight. Also, 12 days of Christmas chances are being sold. If you'd like more info, please inquire in school. Those chances are for sale to benefit the club for the 12 days of Christmas. Really cool things going on for those students heading to Italy this summer. And we talked earlier about our girls broadcast. And again, January 6th against Southern Columbia. January 13th will be our next girls broadcast at home against Bloomsburg. So we talked about the boys being back-to-back Fridays in January, the girls back-to-back Tuesdays. And then the final one for the season, of the regular season for girls, is on Tuesday again, February 3rd, against Hughesville. So
keep the Fridays and Tuesdays a trend there. I like it.
Friday, Tuesdays. So again, January 6th.
You can plan ahead.
13th and February 3rd.
Before the inbound, you mentioned Knox Clee winning the duck toss. Jerry Delaney came down and made a beautiful toss, and I told him that he might win. And then all of a sudden, the crowd over there with the students and everybody went nuts. And I said, never mind, Jerry, you didn't win. Nice little,
Lizicki with the two.
Looked like they were going for a little alley-oop there for Lizicki, but he gathered himself, went up, got the foul, and won. He's up to 20 points so far in the game. That was a nice little play from Coach Lizicki out of the timeout.
Jude nails it. Lead up to 9, 37-28 Tornadoes.
They're going to get a turnover. Looks like Coach Kaiser is going to get Jackson back in the game, his star player. Wasn't quick enough to the scores table. Ball was inbounded.
Delaney up over half court. Inside, nice look to Delaney from Lizicki. Jalen for two more, lead up to 11, 39-28.
Yeah, these two are the dynamic duo from Mount Carmel, both doing a little bit of everything offensively, defensively, getting some tough rebounds in there.
Jackson back in for the Seals. He called that one, Hodge. Snyder on him.
Thought Rempel was going to take another charge there. Jackson finds the loose ball.
Takes it, doesn't go, underneath, scrumming for it, and there's a whistle. Rempel that ball was fired off him for the out of bounds. But like all night, doing everything for the Red Tornadoes. Of course, taking that one too. He's going to get a breather after.
We mentioned he was in the right place at the right time for a lot of things. Unfortunately, there he was in the wrong place. But Mount Carmel's going to get the ball, and Selinsgrove's going to put back on that full court press.
Delaney over to Pizzoli. DeFazio hawks it. He's driving. Delaney back on him. Lizicki.
Yeah, foul on Jackson.
Foul.
A nice little play there by Jalen. Like a lot of times you see players when they make a turnover, they give up on the play. They just kind of put their head down. Not Jalen. He hustled back, got his hand in there for the steal, knocked it away, and Lizicki was able to pick it up and pick up the foul on Jackson, which is going to be his fourth foul of the game with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. That's huge for Mount Carmel. They kept him in the game. Let's see if Coach Lizicki tries to attack him. Go right back at him.
Knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Tornadoes. Lukoski.
Looked like it was tipped away.
Nope, they switched it up. Coletta's going to inbound.
A little two-man game.
Jackson behind the back. That's a nice move to the hoop. Doesn't fall, and we have a whistle.
They're going to get a block. They're going to get a blocking foul on Coletta. That's going to be Coletta's fourth.
Coach Lizick getting his referee voice in midseason form.
You got a little excited there because we mentioned Jackson had 4 fouls, so they were, it's one of those calls that maybe go both ways. If Coletta hits the floor there and falls over, might get the charge call, but referee went with the block For Coletta, that's going to be his 4th.
Number 4, Marshall Merarkey checks back in. Good to see Marshall on the floor for the Big Red. Pozzoli takes the inbound pass from Merarkey. Back to Marshall, over to Delaney.
They have to skip if they want it here. Jalen was looking. Stay with Jalen. His head's always up. Eyes are always looking for the next pass.
Lozicki, and it goes. Lead up to 12, 41-29.
Mount Carmel's going to get back. Mount Carmel bench Young for a walk. Nice play by Marshall.
Seals get it back. Torres drives to the hoop. Doesn't go. Pakuk doesn't go. And Lozicki pulls it down. Just about 2 minutes left here in the third. Tornadoes comfortably ahead by 12, 41-29.
We get the foul. I believe that's going to be on Jackson. That might have fouled him out of the game.
Yeah, he's fully aware of it, coming over to the team bench.
That's going to be.
And I'll tell you what, overall great effort by Jackson tonight. You could tell he is going to be a key component for the Seals.
And that's tough for Selinsgrove there and Jackson, but Coach Kaiser, he's your best player. It's tough to keep him off the court when, you know, Mount Carmel's starting to inch away here with the lead of 41-29. You got to kind of keep him out there just to set the pace of your offense and, you know, maybe make something happen, but just picked up his 5th foul and he's out of the game.
Jude drops that one. Leads now up to 13.
A little referee discussion here. They're going to discuss what happened. I think Selinsgrove had 6 players on the court there, Aaron. And the foul shot went up while they had 6 on the court. I'm not sure. There hasn't been much waving for substitutions tonight. There hasn't been many times where the refs have came over to the scores table and signaled guys in. It's kind of like a lot of hockey subs. They're not really signaling anyone to come in. The guys are just going in themselves, and it looks like a scenario there with Selinsgrove where they might have had some miscommunication where the guy fouled out and who was going in and who was coming out. So
I guess we'll see what they're going to do.
Yeah, they're discussing with Coach Kaiser now, but I did see 6 guys out there for Selinsgrove while the foul shot was already taken. So I believe it's going to be, by rule, it's a technical, a team technical, not towards any player. But we're going to see, you know, what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. I just saw the official signal for a technical foul for 6 guys on the court. Like I mentioned, I think it was just a little miscommunication from Selinsgrove. Like I mentioned, they were just, everyone was subbing like hockey subs tonight. When the dead ball happened, no one was really waiting for the official to wave them in. And unfortunately for Selinsgrove, they had too many guys out there, and Mount Carmel's going to shoot a technical foul.
Lozicki knocks down another, 43-29.
That was going to be Lozicki's 2nd from the foul. So he was 1 for 2 there on the foul line, and now Jalen Delaney is going to shoot the technical.
Knocks it down. Adding to that lead, 44-29.
Yeah, that was a unique situation there where I mentioned that I think they didn't realize who was coming in for the technical foul, and they had 1 too many, and the referee gave the ball and resulted in a technical.
Lead 16, 45-29, 153. Tornadoes have it. Snyder bringing it in to Rempel. Backdoor to Lozicki, and it falls.
Whoa.
That's why he's one of the best players in District 4.
He makes the easy ones look easy and the hard ones look easy. It's pretty difficult to do that. Nice take to the basket there by Walter for Selinsgrove. Selinsgrove still staying in the full court press, not backing down. Minute 18 left, and they're going to steal. There you go. That's why you stay in it. Another quick 2 points by Walter for Selinsgrove.
DeFazio was on the last one.
Okay.
Yeah, 47-33. He's wearing the famous Jayhawk 11.
They all blend together at this hour. Maybe
They
a
do.
walk there.
They do.
Walk on Mount Carmel. That's quick couple possessions for Selinsgrove. They got 4 points, and then they get a turnover on Mount Carmel. It'll be 47-33 with a minute to go. Not giving up.
Lead 14. Bakuk doesn't go. Rempel on the board. Delaney. Up 14. Drives. Jalen doesn't go.
A little short. Good
Parker.
take, though.
Delaney trying to get that one back.
Mentioned it again there. There's the hustle from Jalen. Missed the layup, but hustled down the court, try to get the steal.
Selinsgrove going to inbound.
Lazicki's going to check back in here with the 29 seconds. 3 ball.
Torres. And he hits it 3 for 3. 3 points for Julian Torres.
That's the second shot that Selinsgrove has banked in here.
Cuts the lead to 11, 47-36 as the third quarter is winding down. And that was Mac DeFazio on the jump again. He looked like Pac-Man on that one.
Yes, Selinsgrove bringing some energy here, though, after the Jackson foul out. Well, Carmel's got to go here to 5 seconds. Looks like it's going to be a Lazicki by himself.
And that is the end of the third quarter here at MCA. Red Tornadoes up 47-36, and we do have to go over our remaining winter broadcast for wrestling. Best of luck to our grapplers this season under Coach McCollum. So right now, schedule has been adjusted, but the first game is going to be, first match I should say for wrestling will be against Southern Columbia coming up in December. Originally that game was, the match was scheduled for the 13th of December, but again that may be a different date, but that'll be the first one on WKMC, and then we move into the new year, the month of January. The other wrestling matches that will be broadcast on WKMC. Muncie on January 27th, and going into February 6th, Schuylkill Haven will be broadcast. So again, looking forward to bringing you our winter sports here at MCA. And our crew tonight is in mid-season form, and we would recognize them at the end of the game. One more quarter to go here at MCA. Tornadoes up 47-36. Once again, would like to thank our game sponsor, Speed Kills, for sponsoring tonight's game.
Be Mount Carmel's ball to start here to fourth quarter. Just going to get it back into Jalen to start. 8 minutes to go. Oh, almost a takeaway there. Nice play by Torres. Get the steal. They're looking to run now.
Dishes.
3 ball.
Underneath Mac on the spot. DeFazio for 2. 47-38. Red Tornadoes. Lazicki. Put back. Off of that move goes. 49-38.
I don't know if Jose's home watching, but if you give us an update on the most points scored in a game, most recently, Lazicki's on his way to it so far with 27 here.
Carter cuts that lead to single digits. And again, Lazicki is doing an amazing thing tonight. Home opener. One of the best players in the district, if not the state, for the Tornadoes. And the Tornadoes, you know, coming off of last year's 20-win team, a lot of guys graduated off of that team. Had some question marks coming into the season, but I think they answered them so far tonight. We do have 7 minutes left. Tornadoes look very formidable. Looks like they'll have a very solid team again this coming winter on the hardwood for Coach Lozicki.
You mentioned about the guys graduating, but this core that's playing now, these guys have been playing together for a long time. Mostly, some of the guys that are coming off the bench too, with Pozzoli, Snyder, Lukuski. They've been playing together for a long time. Coach Lozicki does a great job with the younger program. Builds those guys up, and these guys were playing up in age for a couple of years. And been playing together. Like last year, like Lozicki and Jalen being sophomores and playing with the higher class. But these guys now, this is the core. They've been playing together for a long time.
And it's showing tonight.
Here comes a trap from Selinsgrove. Someone should be open. It was two guys on one.
Coletta.
Nice take by Coletta. Just can't get the foul call.
Oh,
good play by Lozicki. Let's get a little physical down there. The refs are letting him play.
Carter. No, that's Mack. So Lozicki on the rebound.
You can see Coletta take this one all the way himself. He's going to get a foul on the floor, though, before the shot. It's going to be a foul on the floor. Be Mount Carmel's ball underneath. Selinsgrove hanging around, though, not giving up. Like we mentioned, Jackson, he was such an impactful player there in the first half. Fouled out, but Selinsgrove hanging tight, playing tough. Get a high ball screen here for Jalen.
Pozzoli. Ball movement looks good. Delaney takes it out as we approach 6 minutes.
Mount Carmel okay with slowing it down here with a 9-point lead. Try to get a good look. No rush.
Coletta.
Oh,
Torres
nice
was
move.
there. See what they're going to call.
They're going to get a hold. They're going to get a hold call. They're going to get a hold call on, I think it was Torres, number 3. I think the whole team's lining up for foul shots, but it's hard to shoot when Coletta's back was turned, and there's no continuation here in
Pakuk checks back in for the Seals, number 24.
in high school.
Delaney's going to toss it in.
Be Mount Carmel ball underneath.
Rempel doesn't go.
Mount Carmel's got to get
look to
back.
move it up.
3 on 2. 3 ball.
Hits it.
Nice shot there.
Mac and Cheese, DeFazio for 3. Cuts the lead to 6.
Yeah, Mount Carmel's 49-43. Be careful. Yep, there it is. Look.
Pakuk on the pick. He's coming in here to the hoop, and it doesn't go. Lozicki underneath.
Mount Carmel kind of just stood around there, let the ball hit the rim. They got to get back.
Yeah, Selinsgrove's hitting their shots, so they're cutting this lead into 6 as we approach 5 minutes. They're pressing.
They're going to get a block foul. It's going to be on number 10 from Selinsgrove. It's going to be his second, team's third. Now, we got to remember, Aaron, in high school now they changed that rule. If 5 team fouls, you're going to shoot 2 shots. It's not the 7 1-on-1 anymore. We found that out last year. So 5 team fouls, team will shoot 2 foul shots the rest of the way.
Jalen Torres is guarding him.
Picked up his dribble. I'll tell you what, Selinsgrove, all 4 quarters, tough defense. They're well-conditioned, playing defense in your face. There's no steal.
Oh, wow.
Selinsgrove.
Chase Carter gets to Walter, doesn't go. Pakuk underneath. Walter gets it back.
I think Remp went in an arm bar call.
Walter to the hoop. It doesn't go. Lozicki gets the board. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left. Tornadoes up by 6. Loose ball. Seals have it. No call. Now we have a call.
As I say, Aaron, I was feeling there was going to be a foul call coming soon or a timeout. They were letting them play there a little bit. There was no calls on either side. They were really letting them play, letting them go. Thought maybe there's going to be a timeout to come, but we're going to see there'll be a foul call on Lozicki.
Motion's running high.
That's just going to be a common foul.
And timeout taken by Coach Lozicki. I think a wise timeout at this point.
Yeah.
Tornadoes were up big. Seals have the lead cut to 6. 4:29 left in this one. referee's going to.
And you like that, Aaron. The referees got together there. It's been back and forth all game. I mean, both teams playing hard. There's been some, contact underneath the basket here and there and all over. Both coaches and fans yelling for foul calls. But they're gonna call. I know they got together there and they met. They called just a common foul on Lazicki there, and it's gonna be Selinsgrove ball. And so Mount Carmel's their only first team foul of the game. And then I think Coach Lazicki, like you mentioned, called a good timeout there. Kind of just set those guys in. It kind of looked like they were just, going through the motions, throwing the ball up the court, getting back and forth, and call timeout, calm down.
Yeah, first game of the year.
Give them a game plan for the rest of the game, and hang on for these 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, again, this is the first time these guys had to go through the 4 quarters. Just need that recheck. Hopefully this helps. 4 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Looks like Mount Carmel might come out in some zone here. A little 2-3 zone, a little trap, a little fire action. Selinsgrove was ready for it.
Walter cuts the lead to 4, 49-45 Tornadoes. Seals keep chipping away. Another steal. Tomac DeFazio cuts the lead to 2, 49-47.
Ball game here, Aaron.
We do. This one became interesting very quick.
Full court press is kind of hurting Mount Carmel. Danny Snyder with the take. They get a foul call. Danny Snyder's going to go to the foul line for 2. He got it with the body. Coach Kaiser has to be a little careful here. He's past half court, out of the coach's box. I know that because our coach Isabella Stellar got a little warning the other night for coming out of the box, so I think that was a point of emphasis for the officials this year.
Snyder hits the first one. Leads now 3, 50-47.
Snyder
hits the second, 51-47.
Clutch free throws there for Snyder. And a turn away.
It does get turned over.
Roles have reversed there. It seemed like Selinsgrove was getting some turnovers and getting some easy looks. Now Mount Carmel answers with 2 made free throws and a turnover for themselves. See if Mount Carmel can capitalize here.
Inbound to Lazicki.
Yeah, and get a foul, little undercut. I believe that's going to be the 15th foul. So Drew Lazicki should be going to the foul line to shoot 2.
(51-47), 3:52 left. Lazicki to the line. First one doesn't drop. Tornadoes hold a 4-point lead. Lazicki hits another one. 52-47. Torres.
Double dribble.
That was a little questionable there, but they're going to call a double dribble.
That came from the opposite side of the court. Mount Carmel's pressure causes some havoc for Selinsgrove here in the last 2 possessions.
Lazicki to the hoop. Doesn't go.
He's trying to play taps with himself, it looked like there. Almost got the fall. Mount Carmel's going to get back. Selinsgrove's still looking to run.
Walter dishes out. Takes a shot. Doesn't go. Whoa. Pakouk tried to save it. Hits the banner. Speaking of, the baseball banner should be added this season. Great job. Saw Coach Langton here tonight. Baseball team making states last year.
Supporting his team. Some of the guys on a baseball team here. Nice ball movement by Mount Carmel.
Lazicki converts. Lead is back up to 7, 54-47.
Aaron, sometimes it's tough to keep stats and and pay attention to the game here. But my calculations, that's 30 points for Jude Lazicki.
Nice opening night for Jude.
I think that ball was knocked off a toe, and it's going to stay Mount Carmel's ball after the Lazicki rebound. Crowd next to us was not too excited.
Now, so we're coming underneath, about 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, and for the viewers at home too, they can see the other side of the bleachers. Nobody really sat over there. They all packed in there right next to us. They get a foul on the floor. I believe
Take a look at the call.
That might be on Danny Snyder. His first. So you got 2.5 here, Aaron. Mount Carmel with a 54-47 lead.
Torres. Coletta's guarding him.
Nice ball handling.
The coop, no good. Lazicki with the board as we approach 2 minutes. Lukoski.
Carmel's going to get past half court. Nice little head fake there by Lukoski. It's good poise there by Coletta. Not to take the open shot, kind of pass it out, work the clock. Now Carl, be careful. Danny Snyder and Jalen getting a little close to that half court line.
Torres gets the loose ball, works it to the hoop,
Nice
and
play.
Converts.
Nice take.
Torres had a nice game for Selinsgrove tonight.
Yeah, nice take there by Torres to get to the basket.
Lead by the Tornadoes is 5, 1:36 left in this one.
It's going to be a full timeout for Selinsgrove with minute and 36 here. To your Coach Kaiser, you're drawing some things up here for the full court press. You get minute 36. You got to kind of get a turnover. You can't allow Mount Carmel to take too much time off the clock here because you're running out of time. Mount Carmel's in the bonus the rest of the way. Any foul, common foul, they'll be shooting 2 shots the rest of the way. So if Coach Kaiser and Selinsgrove here, you're drawing up some kind of trap, some kind of press here to kind of speed Mount Carmel up, see if they can make a mistake. And on the other end, if you're Coach Lazicki, you're trying to avoid the trap. Pass the ball around. If you have a layup, take it, but don't force any shots up. Don't do anything crazy. You get to the basket, go take it. If not, pass it around and wait till Selinsgrove has to foul you. Aaron will be telling a different story in 2 years from now when implement the shot clock that the PIAA just passed. You won't be able to just pass the ball around for a minute 36. You'll have to at least get a shot up.
Yeah, that's 28-29 coming in. So next cycle's fine. 2 cycles from now, the shot clock's in.
Got some time yet. Mount Carmel gets it across. Let's see if Selinsgrove traps here now. Here comes a trap. Mount Carmel, good ball movement, rotating the ball. There's Coletta.
And a whistle.
That was a good ball movement by Mount Carmel. Selinsgrove was jumping the trap, jumping the next pass. Mount Carmel with some nice ball movement. Got Mikey Coletta a layup opportunity. He got fouled. He's going to shoot 2.
Coletta drops it. 55-49. Going to get another. Second one doesn't go.
You're Mount Carmel here. You just play tough defense. Try to get Selinsgrove now to waste the clock. Not getting any quick shots up. Time's in Mount Carmel's favor. Nice. Ooh.
Coletta with the board. 102 left.
And Coletta's going to go down and shoot 2. That was nice play by Selinsgrove. They had to be the look Coach Kaiser wanted there. He got a nice look underneath the basket, just couldn't convert. Mount Carmel's going to have 2 foul shots, try to add to their lead here with 1:01 left.
Sinks it, 56-49, 101 remaining.
Gets the both of them. Nice.
57-49, minute left. Seals work it up. Lizicki gets it back for the Big Red.
He's going to go shoot two.
We're going to take it right down to the wire, but just want to let everyone know, just regular. Next game for the Tornadoes at home, Saturday against Tamaqua. That is a day game. Varsity tip-off around 1:30. JV's game scheduled for 12, so 1:30 tip for the boys on Saturday. And you guys, for the girls, have a tip-off tournament, Upper Dauphin, tomorrow night.
Yeah, we're up at Upper Dauphin tomorrow. We start 7 o'clock tomorrow night. We will actually play the tournament host Upper Dauphin on Friday night, and then depending on the win or loss, when we'll play Saturday. It's a nice little four-team tournament, in and out. But some teams that we don't usually ever see, so we'll get a different look, and it'll be some good competition up there.
Torres drives, dishes.
Selinsgrove passes the ball around. It helps Mount Carmel with the clock. That's going to hit the wire.
57-49, 37.6 left. And this is going to be our only broadcast here in December. So, again, thanks for joining us tonight for basketball. We'll be back with basketball after the new year. 30 seconds left in this one.
I was going to say, Mount Carmel just got to get the ball across. They're going to get a foul call. Jalen's going to go to the foul line to shoot two.
Yeah, getting a little chippy here as we wind down. I think both coaches would agree the 25 seconds can't go away any quicker. Just to wrap this one up, it does seem the Tornadoes will come out of this victorious in their season opener. Next game is Tamaqua as they go through District 4, see if they could match last year's Magic, 20 wins. And again, we just give a couple shout outs. We talked about the cohesiveness of this new Tornado team, and we did speak on some graduates, and we do see some graduates in the house tonight. And just want to give a quick shout out, Luke Blessing here for boys basketball, and for girls basketball, Danny Ray Reno in the crowd just concluded her career at Elizabethtown. So great seeing both of them tonight, and best wishes to all of our recent alumni getting ready for their collegiate final exams coming up here in December.
Yeah, you got to give credit to both teams here. Mount Carmel, they went on a little spurt there, in the third, nice three there. In the third quarter, to get a nice lead. And Selinsgrove, we mentioned their best player, Jackson, fouling out. Mount Carmel saw, a chance to take advantage, and they did. But Selinsgrove fought hard. They came all the way back, to get, I think it was a 4-point game at one point. But Mount Carmel, they held their own there. They did what they had to do. Coach Lizicki had to, call that timeout, settle the troops up, gather them a little bit, and they, held on to win this game.
5-point lead, 5.4 seconds left. Danny Snyder going to go to the line. First one doesn't go. Dan's going to get another. That one also doesn't go. Sealand's probably going to have the last possession. They shoot it. Parker at the buzzer doesn't go. Final score tonight, Mount Carmel Red Tornadoes 57, Selinsgrove Seals 52. Tornadoes 1-0 on their season opener. Just going to go through and thank our game sponsor and crew, and then we're going to turn it over to Hodge for some stats and our player of the game following that. So tonight, just want to thank again one more time our game sponsor, Speed Kills, for sponsoring tonight's game. And the crew definitely in mid-season form. Just like to thank our student crew tonight on the main camera, Gavin Lebeski. Our corner cams, Dexter Hine and Alex Tresker. And our photographers, Alyssa Tresker, who also sang our national anthem, and Ava Scavery. They are under the direction of Mr. Steve Sakaitis on WKMC. Thanks a lot to our crew tonight. Hodge, you have some stats?
Yeah, for Mount Carmel, winning that game 57-52. Jude Lizicki ending with 30 points to start off his junior seasons. We mentioned about Jose. He got me back. Jude had a couple 30-point games last year, but this early in the season to start off with 30 against a very good, talented Selinsgrove team was pretty remarkable. And then Jalen Delaney ended up with 12 for Mount Carmel, and big contributes all the way around from Mount Carmel. You know, Mikey Coletta had a couple big points. Like we mentioned, Remp played great on both ends. And I think that we just mentioned it. No one else besides the player of the game has to go to Jude Lazicki.
Yeah, definitely showed out tonight. Hitting the 30-point mark. Coach Lazicki pleased. Tornadoes are 1-0. Thanks again for tuning in on WKMC. Would like to wish everyone a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you for hoops in 2026. For Tyler Hodge, I'm Aaron Dubansky, and it's a great night to be a Red Tornado.